I wanted to bring some attention to an article I found on the Orion.com, which is a student news site of California State University. So, this particular article is by Brooke Martin, and I'm not trying to single her out or whoever made this article. I'm trying to talk about why exactly this is being discussed and why it shouldn't be. So, this particular article talks about how porn can be just more than Playboy magazines, which is, you know, how porn was originally get handed out without we didn't have the technology, of course, and all that. But aside from that, the author of this article talks about the different categories of porn that are out there, and that there is porn for everyone out there, depending on your likes and tastes and dislikes, all that. The author of this article claims that there is something out there for you. So, so the author of this article did a little further research and discovered that there's categories of porn out there such as Japanese newscaster porn, toothless granny porn, and Santa Claus porn, occult porn, and even clown porn. I didn't even know these existed. I mean, I'm not surprised that they do, but I didn't know that these even were a thing. But anyways, she also goes on to say that by viewing porn, you're exploring your sexuality and may find a preference or desire that you had no idea you liked or even knew existed. This doesn't make much sense because, in my understanding, porn doesn't help you in any way. It doesn't aid you in a sexual relationship. A relationship is bringing together two people who come from two completely different paths in life and then merging them and trying to figure out what works exactly and what doesn't. You can't just say that porn is going to help you somehow in a relationship. I mean, you're like, for example, like, what if you are into clown porn? You're gonna bank on someone else liking clown porn? Like, I think the chances of that are pretty low. So, and then she goes on to say that there's feminist porn out there for any feminists out there, which is fine. You know, there's porn of everything it seems at this point. But and then she also goes to say that men are 543% more likely to watch porn than women. One reason for this may be that women view porn as prioritizing male pleasure over female. So then she also goes to note that there's erotic out there, which pays more attention to emotions and intimacy. So she's kind of bringing up feminist porn and erotica as two alternatives for feminists to consider if they're looking for a sexual outlet. So she's recommending or suggesting that people watch porn, and that's very dangerous considering this is a student news site. So, you know, people in their early 20s for the most part are going to maybe come across this and be somewhat influenced by it, and that's really bad. I mean, there's consequences about from the coming from that. So I don't understand why the people, the counselor, whoever decided to openly discuss porn and recommended that. Seems counterproductive coming from a university, which, again, from my understanding, universities and schools are in some sense here to teach people and guide people. Why are we going, why would we want to pull up our university news site and be recommended to watch porn? It doesn't seem logical.